Well guys, got a bit of Princess Auto Flyer video for you. Well, this sale runs between January 22nd to February 3rd, 2013. So just a little overview of the first page themselves. Right at the top here you have a LED. You have a 60 LED cordless work light. It is on sale for $29.99, down from $69.99, so you're saving 40% on that one. Just over to the right of it, you have your tail light kit. They are a submersible kit, great for your boat trailer, quad trailer, pretty much any type of trailer. It's on for half price as well. And just below it is a trailer tire assembly. 20.5 by 8. They are the smaller trailer tires, kind of what you'd find on the small utility trailers, light duty quad trailers and stuff like that. Now anybody doing any kind of wet tile work, well, you have a nice tile saw here for $2.99. You're saving $100 on that. You really can't beat that price when you consider what the rental shops want for one of their tile saws just to rent it for 24 hours. You know, if you had your saw for 2 or 3 days, you've pretty much paid for this one. Of course, there's a nice 4,000 pound 12 volt DC utility winch. Does anybody need a vise for their workbench? Same with a 6-inch bench mount grinder. And just over here we have a 120 volt flux core MIG wire feed welder. So we'll turn the page here. And over here we have a half-inch drive impact wrench. Sitting there at $69.99. You're saving 60% on that, so that's a pretty decent buy in itself. Now just over here you have the paint guns on sale again for 60% off. Their regular price is $49.99 on for $19.99. Now this is the gun that I have myself, that I've used a couple of times now, and again, like I've commented in past flyers, it's a great gun. It'll give you a lot of years of service for the do-it-yourselfer guy that's just painting, you know, maybe trailers, maybe a fender, go-kart frame, stuff like that. Again, of course, you wouldn't want to do a show quality paint job, but again, I wouldn't be doing that anyway, not in my garage or little workshop. And of course, right below that is a 50% off sale on these 3 guns here, of course, ranging from $69.99 to $12.49 for the little tiny, mini HVLP. And anybody doing any airbrushing, there's a little airbrush kit here for $39.99, regular $69.99. And of course, over here you have your pneumatic accessories like your hose reels and your airlines themselves, engine hoists, and socket sets and all that good stuff too. So of course, give the page another turn. On the other side here you have a little sandblaster, saving $20 on that for $59.99. You have a fixed shade welding helmet here for $9.99. This probably would work in a pinch, but I prefer my auto darkening just because, I don't know, it's just what works for me anyways. So just skimming on over the page here, you have a 3/16 to 7/8 titanium coated step drill bit. Of course, it's on for $12.99, regular price $19.99, so that's a pretty decent sale in itself. And just over on the other page themselves here, you're saving $100 here on a 2.5 ton extended floor jack, on for $199, regular $299. You have a 90 amp arc TIG inverter welder. It looks like she is the Century brand, on for $349, saving $50, regular price $399. And you have your Pro Point cut and torch kits here for $24.99. And of course, little welding carts, of course, with the little spot for the cylinder. And again, on the back side of the one page here, you have a 3,500 pound trailer axle assembly with brakes. It's a 5-on 4.5 bolt pattern, 58 inch spring center, and a 72 inch hub face. So that's a pretty decent size axle, both in weight limit as well as the space between the hangers. On, of course, saving $100 on for $249. Regular was $349. And of course, you have your 48 inch aluminum hitch mount cargo carrier. Max load capacity is 500 pounds. You could probably put a smaller quad on there, but you wouldn't want to be putting some of the great big nasty ones that there is out there on there. But you know, even still, in itself, that comes in handy. Now there's a 2-piece 3,000 pound 90 inch by 12 inch arched aluminum UTV ramps, saving $100 on that for $299.99, regular $399.99. And just skimming over the page here, you see a meat cutter here, which they are handy. I have one myself, and you know, you buy your meat in like a bulk quantity and slice it yourself, and it saves the cutting fee as well as works out cheaper too. And just over to the right of it is a 1,700 pound 12 volt DC ATV winch, great for winching your sled or your quad up a ramp into the back of your truck or trailer. It's saving $30 on that, so it's on sale for $109.99. And just below it is the 8,500 pound 12 volt off-road winch, on for $399.99, again saving $100 on it. And those of you who are out hunting or just doing a little bit of surveillance or security, there is a trail camera here, 5 megapixel for the lens. It runs on a SD card, and you can do personal settings to program it. 180-day battery life, saving $20 on it for $95.99. So that's not a bad buy right there. I've often thought of setting a few of these up in my yard just to see what goes on in my yard while I'm away at work. Of course, wouldn't be Princess Auto without a tour of their surplus section. And just skimming on over here, you have forklift replacement seats. I'm sure you could modify the mounting points to use on a go-kart or even a lawn tractor if, you know, need be, right? And of course you have other various little gadgets and tools and other little cases. And of course you have a little BB gun here for $44.99, and CO2 cartridges for your paintball, you know, and airsoft type of guns too. Anybody need a cheap little 50-inch tripod for $9.99? I believe this is the same brand of tripod that actually I shot a lot of my videos in the beginning with, until I upgraded to a bigger one with my bigger camera. But it was a pretty decent tripod for me, and did everything I needed to do, and even like it compact, it folded up. I could put it in my backpack and pretty much take it anywhere. So pretty much you do a scan over the rest of the page, you know, electric chainsaws, camouflage, camping cots, and all sorts of other goodies. And up here in the right hand side is a 8-horse Briggs & Stratton engine. 250cc displacement, shaft size is 3/4 of an inch, on for $249.99. Of course, you're saving $20 on that. Great engine for, you know, a go-kart or a smaller snowblower, or even a log splitter, if you will. Of course, as long as the shaft size is the same and everything is good to go, should be good engine. Of course, anybody need a spare scissor jack, whether it's for your car or your RV come the spring, you can't beat that price at $17.99. So we'll give the page another turn. Of course, now we're into the hydraulic section. You have your 4-ton hydraulic body and frame repair kit. I myself have often thought about buying one of these just to have on hand, because sometimes it does come in handy. However, I don't think I would use it enough to make it worth having it, you know. No point in having it sit there to use once a year, right? So of course, this is a hydraulic section with all your hoses and fittings and all that good stuff as well. So we'll give the page another turn, and here we are on the last and final page of the flyer. You have a pickup truck mount crane. You can mount this in your truck bed or on a little utility trailer or whatever. Again, it has a 1,000-pound retracted weight limit or a 500-pound extended weight limit. 25 feet of cable to winch something in a little closer, and it will swivel around 360 degrees. Saving $60 on it for $139.99. And if you're into the metalwork and making your patch panels and all that good stuff, you have an English wheel here. Saving $120 on it for $429.99, regular $549.99. And again, you have another 9,500-pound 12-volt off-road winch with wireless remote, saving $150 on it for $449. 4 model abrasive, basically sandblasting cabinet or whatever, if you want to run walnuts or sandblasting or whatever. Pretty decent buy on this for $200. You're saving $200 on that. It's pretty much a half-price deal at $199.99. And of course, you have your cut-off saw up here for cutting metal and all sorts of other items for $79.99. And if you got a quad or a garden tractor, snowblower, there is a 2-piece 1,000-pound 72-inch by 8.5-inch wide steel ramps for $39.99. Well guys, that concludes the Princess Auto Flyer that the sale is currently on, which started Tuesday, January 22nd, 2013, and runs all the way till Sunday, February 3rd, 2013. So guys, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them below if you want. If you need any more information, any of the products that's showing or anything I didn't show in the flyer, go to princessauto.com and it'll give you a kind of an overview of the flyer itself. So as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.